You smug little fucks. You think your dislikes mean anything to us? Ha! They prove to only make us more powerful by showing YouTube's algorithm that our gaming show has incredible interaction rates. Like or dislike, it's all a click to the YouTube gods. And in your effort to show the world that we were wrong about the Nintendo Switch, you've only made our show stronger. Bow before the greatest gaming news show on YouTube.
We woke up this morning with probably the funniest tweet you could possibly read from a company whose absence since the release of their overly ambitious new title has been absolutely deafening. Here, let's just pull it up.
No Man's Sky was a mistake.
So was this the final death knell of the consciousness of Hello Games lead Sean Murray? That would certainly be the cherry on top of a deliciously depressing cake, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks like it was probably just a hack.
Or not.
And, it didn't stop there, though. In order to make this look like the real deal, an email was sent out by Sean Murray of Hello Games to Polygon and probably a few other outlets that reads as follows.
No Man's Sky was a mistake.
Woo!
I have contacted you because the silence from Hello Games has been unwarranted and unprofessional. The community has asked me to speak up, and I have a confession to make. The game was simply unfinished upon arrival. Our hand was forced by not only Sony, but the community as well. The constant harassment and absolute gross misconduct of the community's part has made it hard to fulfill our artistic vision, while the pressure from Sony to release the game as soon as possible forced us to cut key features. I want to apologize for what we did not deliver on, as the game does not meet up to what our artistic vision was.
However, we do wish that the community was more understanding of our situation. Many people have asked for refunds despite our promise to continually improve and update No Man's Sky. We are just a small studio that has poured our blood, sweat, and tears into this project. The complete lack of respect when it comes to the work we have done absolutely saddens not only myself, but the team as well. We want to improve the game to the point we dreamed of it being, and beyond. I hope everyone affected understands. Hugs and kisses, Sean Murray.
All right, we added the hugs and kisses part.
Oh, it wasn't there?
But anyways, I love how they bash the community more than anything else in that letter.
Maybe this was sent from Hello
the
Games.
toxic community.
Yeah.
But anyways, even Polygon is quick to point out that there's some inaccuracies in this email, showing the misspellings between words that are in fact spelled differently between American and British English. But Sean Murray himself, he actually sent out some follow-up tweets saying things like this.
Server hacked. We're binging Mr. Robot episodes as quickly as we can looking for answers. Episode 05 is a cracker.
So the devs over at Hello Games are just watching TV shows instead of working? Fix the fucking game, guys.
Yeah, if anything was a mistake, it was using LinkedIn without two-factor authentication.
Oh, good.
Someone updating their LinkedIn because their game turned into a PR nightmare? Nice one, Sean.
But wait, there's more. In an update posted to Forbes.com, who reached out directly to Hello Games, they said that a representative told them that it was actually not a hack and that it was a disgruntled employee who wrote the tweet and sent the email, and that they are currently trying to sort out the issue.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that was a legitimate thing that they were like, someone was that angry and put their actual thoughts and feelings into that under the guise of it being Sean Murray. Who knows if it was actually
You never
him.
really stopped.
Disgruntled employee could be that.
Yeah, you never stop to think that people, even on the dev team, probably had their hopes and dreams just
Crushed.
just completely trampled.
My life is over, Sean.
Yeah. Wow, Sean, you really sold me on this really ambitious thing that I'm devoting multiple years of my life to. And
Man,
then,
Sean, it was really great when you went out on all these TV programs and showed them how great the game was while I was sitting here knowing that it wouldn't live up to that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
No one wants to hire me with Hello Games on my resume. It's a fucking scarlet letter, you asshole.
Fire up that LinkedIn.
So yeah, we're seeing some kind of implosion from within at the team of Hello Games because of No Man's Sky. It's truly a masterpiece of fuck-uppery.
Yes.
But we have to talk about Nintendo, everyone. It's important.
Yeah, so it looks like another week has gone by and people are still unapologetically excited for the Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
So let's keep talking about it in a way that will surely piss you off.
Yep.
Now, first of all, shout out to all the people who commented about how the Nintendo Switch made Nintendo's stock price jump, so it must be good. Sight unseen.
Proven.
These investors must have some kind of insider info about how great this thing is, right? Wrong! investors are stupid, and they're also the same group of people who made Nintendo's stock arbitrarily jump when Pokemon Go came out, regardless of the fact that it had very little to do with Nintendo at all financially. In fact, they had to send out a letter saying that.
Yeah.
You guys are dumb. This has nothing to do with us.
We'll take the money.
Oh, wow. Time Warner's buying, or AT&T's buying Time Warner. I better invest in Time Warner Cable. Wrong.
Not the same company.
Bad.
So there's that, and the stock, it went right back down on Monday because the investors don't know anything that we don't know. And that lack of information, namely the price, brought the suits down from their high.
They were doing coke all weekend on that, man, that Switch is gonna make us so much fun.
Oh my God. You can bring it to a party and just ruin everything.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, damn it, Dame has his Switch at the strip club again.
Fuck! Also, Nintendo reported a second quarter loss on Wednesday, which lines up directly with their first quarter loss for 2016 as well.
Yeah.
Woo! Sounds great, guys.
Mm-hmm. You know what? The money that they made this year was by selling the Seattle Mariners. Nintendo owned the Seattle Mariners.
What?
Yeah, so they sold the team at a profit. They bought it for less than they sold it for, but
what?
I'm 100% that's true. That's positive that's true.
Fact check that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right now. Nintendo nets $661 million in sale of Seattle Mariners. I was right.
When did that happen?
Who cares?
Holy shit.
Yeah. What do you think about your company
New
now?
information has come to light. Well, anyway, yes, the stock's still going down. Sounds great, guys. We're gonna bounce back. But there has been some trace details dripping from the news teat about this device, and a lot of it is either unconfirmed or pure speculation. But this is T.U.G.S, so we're gonna tell you all about it anyway. We just figured we'd warn you first because a lot of real gaming news out there, they don't. You just believe whatever they say. You eat the slop that they feed you.
Yeah.
Wake up, shithead.
Now, first and foremost, we have to talk about battery power because this is what's going to make or break the portability of this console. Numerous websites have crunched the numbers based off pre-existing tech and what little they actually know about this thing, and the results they shouldn't come as a shock when you consider how hardware-intensive mobile gaming is on the scale that Nintendo wants to do it. Even at reduced resolutions, the games that they aim to make portable are still going to burn up that battery power pretty quickly, leading people to believe that the maximum battery life for this thing, based on if it was just doing video streaming, would be somewhere close to the 8-hour range, but that straight up gaming would dwindle things down to a much lower number, with some sources indicating to various outlets that the Switch's battery life would land somewhere around the 3-hour mark.
Sounds about right. Try playing even GTA 3 on an iPad, it'll just suck that power up. Even with a gaming laptop, which I own one, it's if you run that thing off of without wall power,
Very quick.
very quick. So listen, we're gonna be completely fair. These numbers aren't terrible considering what it's attempting. It's pretty comparable to everything else, but it still makes its marketing where a person could play it at the airport, on the plane, in a taxi, all the way without hooking it up to a power source, a bit of a stretch.
Yes.
And then there's the next in the line of claims from our armchair developers in our comments section, the fact that the dock was some kind of magic feature that would be able to do anything outside of project the screen from the tablet to the TV and charge the thing. But that's exactly what it does and nothing else.
Yes.
There were plenty of people claiming that the dock itself would add additional processing power to the device, but that seems to just be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, kid. In a statement to Polygon, a representative from Nintendo told them that, quote, the main function of the Nintendo Switch dock is to provide an output to the TV as well as charging and providing power to the system. The Polygon article goes on to say that Nintendo was very careful about its words by saying that these are the main functions of the dock, so there might be more to it, but they add that might just be some sort of active cooling system or something.
So you don't have to blow on it.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard to speculate for anyone right now because Nintendo literally just said, "Here, look! How glorious is this? Wow!" Without giving any indications of what the specs might be. On the positive side of things, though, a report from Eurogamer sources informed them that the Switch will feature a multi-touch screen. People in various subreddits and message boards, they were questioning if the screen would have a function at all. But according to their sources, it's a 6.2-inch sized screen. It's 720p, which, let's be honest, it's pathetic.
What?
But it will, in fact, feature multi-touch response. So, hey, good for them. One win.
Okay.
Regardless, we're not going to find out any hardcore double-confirmed facts about this damn tablet for at least a few months, because just the other day Nintendo said that any further details are being held until a press conference for the device this coming January. So, of course, we're going to have a full report coming at that time, and then you can come back here in the meantime, keep disliking our videos.
They're saving the true disappointment for next year so that they can cook the books on this year's taxes.
Yeah, listen, 2016 has been rough enough for people.
Yeah.
We don't want to give them any more bad news. Technically, the fiscal year ends in March, right as the tablet comes out. So they're trying to boost their quarter, their last quarter.
Okay.
But that's too much business talk for you guys. You'll get there when you're older.
So at this point, you may be saying to yourself, this is T.U.G.S. I'm tired of hearing about the boring tablet with microcontroller specs. We want that sweet, sweet incendiary rumor milling that we've come to love from you pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, well, check this out. Some dude named Driftor with a 0 for an O is claiming to have screenshots of a gaming industry insider telling him that VR headsets are giving everyone eye herpes.
Oh, but I use VR headsets. Do I got the herp eyes?
Well, yeah, we're pretty sure those VR demo headsets down at your local Best Buy or whatever are disgusting.
Yeah, that's true.
Clean them. But we've been telling you to bring some sanitizer for months now. It's on you. You just couldn't listen.
Yeah, and despite our advice, and this very inflammatory, in more ways than one, claim from Drifter with a 0 for an O, you can breathe a little bit easier knowing that, no, you probably aren't going to get eye herpes from using a VR headset after someone else. But let's start out with Driftor with a 0 for an O's claim and the screenshot first. Here's his tweet. Eye herpes is spreading via VR headsets. You know those big events where people try VR for the first time? Well, this dev got herpes from it. Oh, it's so sad that he got it on his first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is in the movies. Then attached to that tweet was a chat log with devs where they make the claim, ocular herpes is going around VR headsets, ones that are used to share with people. Then he freaks out and goes into all caps mode because he's probably scared that people will think that he likes getting hit in the eyeballs with dicks on a regular basis. And that's when these mysterious people confirm that yes, some game studio confirmed that another dev got it from a VR headset. Sound the alarms, herpes coming for your eyes.
Yes. Now, okay, let's take a break and head over to The Verge, and we need to get a little scienced here. Here's the most pertinent quotes from their article about this whole debacle. Herpes is not typically spread through objects, says Sonal Tooley, chair of University of Florida's Department of Ophthalmology. The virus has a difficult time surviving outside the body, so it's usually spread through direct bodily contact with an infected person, through something like a kiss. Continues, quote, it's highly unlikely, but not absolutely impossible that someone could get ocular herpes through a VR headset, and that comes from Todd Margulies, chair of the Washington University School of Medicine's Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences. The odds would be like the odds of transmitting herpes on toilet seats.
What? I have to worry about that too?
I guess so. It's more probable, he says, that the developer in Driftor's anecdote was already infected and had simply experienced a reactivation.
Oh.
He said, it is also more likely that he was kissed by someone at the meeting who had an active cold sore and was shedding infectious virus.
No one's kissing these devs.
I like that the scientist and the professor was like, hey, probably got it at the after party.
Yeah.
Just like taking the wind out of his sails is just great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great new excuse for when you sneak out at night, go down to the gay part of town and get eye fucked by a stranger. Like, oh, I got the jizz eye from a VR headset.
Yeah, I was down at the local Best Buy checking out some VR.
Yeah. So anyway, this is not to say that using VR headsets after potentially hundreds of other users isn't fucking disgusting. Mm-hmm. You should definitely make sure they either use protective layers, some wet wipes, or anything before you put your face into that shit. But ocular herpes is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll just get a nice dose of pink eye. That's always fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Best Buy and fart into all the headsets. Take that. By the way, for their part, most reputable companies that are demoing these units do have to abide by convention rules, which have since mandated the use of cleaning supplies on these headsets after each use. Just do your part and make sure that they're actually doing it.
Yeah.
Also, I love the idea that gamers are frightened of VR headsets, but would gladly go and stick their face into some random stripper's breast after they leave whatever convention they're at.
I'm tired of the VR. Let's go see some boobies. No, I got it from the VR headset. You're crazy. But let's move on, because it wouldn't be a T.U.G.S filled to the brim with hate without dialing up some Call of Duty bullshit. Hello, are you there? Yeah. And this bullshit is bittersweet, because out of the many things people have already found wrong with this latest entry into this thing that they've made called the future space war genre, this exosuit made to look like a gingerbread man definitely had people upset.
It looks dumb.
I mean, at this point, who gives a shit? The game's a joke anyway. Why would this be the thing that sets you off?
Not immersive.
But people definitely made their voices heard, and they took to Twitter to express their outrage.
Yeah, so the thing of it is, though, this suit was actually provided by the developers as a gift to a young boy named Julian who wanted it for his gift from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
Here's one tweet exchange that stood out as collected by Polygon.
Whatever you guys do next, please keep the theme and atmosphere alive in the multiplayer and don't add gingerbreads. And then the guy from Call of Duty said this.
The GB Man was designed by a Make-A-Wish gamer as his holiday Advanced Warfare gear set with his name in icing. It was humbling and an honor.
Well, that would make even the coldest-hearted cot boy feel like shit. And it did, justifiably. Call of Duty players were flooding in with apologies for bashing the design. And for once, we have to say bravo to the devs behind Call of Duty because we may not play your game, but good for you for A, making a kid's dream come true, and
however bizarre that dream is.
And B, making your player base justifiably feel like complete assholes.
Yeah, I mean, they could have avoided all this just by explaining up front why they had a gingerbread man.
That would probably be the best thing to do, or putting a symbol on it that said Make-A-Wish Foundation submission or something.
Yeah, I don't know, literally any explanation why there's a fucking gingerbread man in a futuristic warfare game.
At this point, it wouldn't have come as a shock to me. I'd be like, oh, it's Call of Duty. Of course there's a gingerbread
They're
man
just
in it.
throwing darts at a wall, sending their manatees out to find the little beach balls and putting a game together each year.
But whatever.
Yeah. But when it comes to first-person shooters, Call of Duty is not alone. There's another big boy on the market, and his name is Battlefield 1.
You all know that I love it, but fair is fair, and we have to let Shibby review it anyway. So I'm going to take a deep breath and just let it happen. Be gentle, Shibby.
It'll all be over soon.
Strap in your trench foot, Tugs boys and Tugs girls. This week I'm reviewing one of the most anticipated games of 2016, Battlefield 1.
No.
With the reveal trailer at nearly 50 million views and over 2 million likes. I don't know how that's possible. The hype for a Battlefield title has never been higher in the history of the franchise.
Everyone look at Shibby's belt. Show him your belt, Shibby. It's a rope. Poor. He's really fitting the vibe of a 1918 soldier. Jesus Christ.
You shut up. Before all you butthurt Call of Duty players amputate that like-dislike ratio like the Nintendo kids did last week, let it be known that this Battlefield 1, aka Battlefront Reskinned, is not to be all that it's cracked up to be. Sure, the game is gorgeous like an excessive makeup-wearing 1920s flapper girl, and the sound design is more polished than a Ford Model T driving down Main Street, Detroit.
The time periods are all wrong. Yeah, these are all wrong.
It's all quite incredible. However, viewer, that does not hide the fact that those skirt-wearing, sex-crazy, alcoholic, flapper, floozy tubes were an abomination to the Western society and tarnished the integrity of women for generations. It does not hide the fact that the Ford Model Ts had terrible gas mileage, a pathetic 2-speed transmission, and started what we know today as air pollution and gas prices, and is responsible for the turmoil in the Middle East. It should be criminal.
What is going on? Oh, my Model T doesn't get very good gas mileage.
Shut the fuck up. The menial 4-hour single-player campaign is far too short, and the different stories told are so fragmented you never really care about who you're playing as. Where are them Call of Duty, Gears of War bro dudes at? At least I can relate to those Mountain Dew chugging future soldiers. Just look at these gaming glasses. Trust me. But Chevy, wouldn't even play single-player. It's a waste of developer resources. Fair enough, viewer. I do agree. Well, multiplayer has its problems too. Where's the fucking quit button at the end of the round, and why does it disappear more quickly than Bill Clinton's sex victims? Why is the soldier customization screen so garbage that you need to be wasting your time during a round to browse and equip new items? I never thought I would say I miss Battlelog. It's pathetic. Medical crates barely deploy properly, while in prior Battlefields it wasn't a problem. How does that get fucked up? And I can't put my Dorito-crusted fingers on any of the new weapons while buying them with my precious war bond currency, and then instantly regret it like becoming a Rooster Teeth insider.
Woo!
All these squads are fucking locked. My autistic teammates think when the behemoth spawns, it's a gift from God willing to rail them up the ass for the remainder of the round. And having said all that, I must give Battlefield 1 an appropriate score, because once Hillary's email surfaced, we're all doomed. 1 out of 3 world wars.
That's pretty good, though. That's like a 25 out of 33. That's a 33%.
And a third.
I'll do it.
That's a 3 out of 10. a pretty good score.
Just kidding. Go play it.
It's a good game.
Cut.
All right, that's it for Tugs this week. Please be sure to leave a dislike because your opinion matters.
Yeah.
And watch our other episodes. We got a new episode of Weekly Weird News about trying to fuck giant women. And we have a new podcast with the cast and creators of Legends of Chamberlain Heights. Here's some fan art. Check it out and don't unsubscribe.
Bye.